and welcome to Hilda's Place, where art lives here in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. It is the close of our season, and we are featuring Mr. Johnny Dearmin and a few other special guests. This is my vanilla chocolate brother from another mother.
That's right, that's right. We've been together through a lot.
Yes. A lot of people have supported me since I've been here. I just want to say this man and his band have played here for free for 2 years. He walked in the door saying, I want to support you. We're going to get people in here. They have an amazing following. They're called the Knott Brothers. Yeah, so Johnny, how did you come up with the Knott Brothers?
Well, Jimmy Smith, the guitar player, and my cousin, and Hersey McMillan were the three original members. Okay. And we played for a party for Tom White, a lawyer in Mount Airy. And he said, I need a name for the band on the banner. So, you know, we decided we're not brothers, let's just call ourselves Not Brothers. Instead of the Gatlin Brothers or the Statler Brothers, we're Not Brothers.
All right. So you've been doing this a long time.
He and I have been playing together 52 years this summer.
Wow.
Yes, in many different configurations.
So I want to talk about it a little later in the show, but your voice is phenomenal to me.
Well, thank you for saying that.
And like you could have really gone the path of having a full-out record deal and being all over the world. Like, I know that in my spirit. I know it in my ears. I know it. And I'm interested in you talking about why you didn't really take that path and just keep on going. You stayed here committed to this community.
Well, a gentleman named Paul Watson, who was the vice president of RJ Reynolds, we played for him, our band, and he offered me, he said, if you'll go to Nashville, I'll put $1 million into it, and I'll hire the band, I'll hire the songwriters, and I get a percentage of what you make. I think you can make it. But my son had just been born, and I had a pretty successful farming operation, and I'm kind of a homeboy.
You are a homeboy.
Yeah, I'm a down-home farm boy. And so I just, in my heart, I just didn't want to leave and travel. I wanted to stay here and try to have a family and a farm, and haven't regretted it.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. And I think it's important that we know what our priorities are and know that we can still do our passion and decide on what level we're going to play, because we're really in control of all of that. Yes,
the beauty of playing like in your place is I'd rather play for one person that listens than for 1,000 that are just there for a noise. And this is a listening environment. We had a lot of fun here. And hopefully, in some way, form, or fashion, we're going to have a lot more. We are. But, okay, so normally I do all the talking in terms of the interview first, and then we do the music, but I really can't wait to hear you sing. So, can you play and sing the first song you ever wrote? I sure can.
Okay, so check this out. We're doing things different because it's Hilda's Place and it's where art lives, and we're living in a space today with Johnny Dearmin. So what we're going to do is what he just agreed to do, which is to play the first song he ever wrote. And after that, we're going to go to a break. So you listen to this song and then go do what you need to do and come on back. All right.
This song I wrote, I pulled over in the parking lot at Walmart's. And this song just came to me, and it's about, in my opinion, live in the moment, be grateful for every day. A child was born, and in 3 years, another came along. I watched them fall, get up again. Taught them right from wrong. Now they've grown up, gone away to school. The years flew by, you know. That was yesterday, 100 years ago. If you live a long life, you're You're only here for a little while, so cherish all those special things, like a baby's gentle smile, or the first touch from that special one you search for oh so long. The love from mom and dad when your whole life's going wrong. Life is short, these moments will be gone before you know. They'll be like yesterday, 100 years ago. My mama's gone away now, gone to live on heaven's shore. Dad's step is slow, his hair is gray, without mama anymore. They worked together, they loved each other as they watched the family grow. That was yesterday, 100 years ago. I searched for you my whole life before you came into my world. Rare treasure I have found, she's a freshwater pearl. Though the years have passed, there's more to come. I'll never let you go. I met you yesterday, 100 years ago. If you live a long life, you're only here for a little while, so cherish all those special things, like a baby's gentle smile, or the first touch from that special one you search for oh so long. The love from mom and dad when your whole life's going wrong. Life is short, these moments will be gone before you know. Be like yesterday, 100 years ago. Life is short, these moments will be gone before you know. They'll be like yesterday, 100 years ago. Yesterday, 100 years ago.
A natural disaster may force you to evacuate, and the coronavirus could impact your emergency plans. So take steps now to help your family and community prepare. Keep a supply kit stocked with cloth face coverings, disinfecting supplies, and hand sanitizers. Check with local officials about what shelter spaces will be open during quarantine efforts. And remember to review the CDC's guidelines with the whole family. Disasters won't wait. Neither should you. Visit ready.gov/plan to make a plan today.
Thank you for allowing me to be here. This next song that I'm going to do is not long after my father died. A lot of people kept telling me they knew how I felt and how sorry they were, but I don't think anybody knew how I really felt, how much I missed him, and how much my life had changed. So I think there's a lot of people that have things in them that nobody else knows about. There's a stranger that lives inside of us, and that's what this song's about. There are just some things in life words can't explain. Feeling that you have, but your voice it just can't say. It can come at any time, with a friend or all alone. It's not something you can see, but you feel it in your bones. Like a mama's hug or the smell of her homemade bread, like lying under grandma's quilt on her big old feather bed. Can't tell someone how much you miss a friend that is long gone, or the feeling when you round the curve, see the lights of home. There are just some things in life other people never see. There's a stranger that lives inside of you and me. You can hear a certain song, brings back a memory. It can make you laugh, it can make you cry, it can set your spirit free. How music makes you feel inside, well, it's all just a part of the secret of that stranger lying deep inside your heart. Who likes a mama's hug, or the smell of her homemade bread, likes lying under grandma's quilt on her big old feather bed. Can't tell someone how much you miss a friend that is long gone, or the feeling when you round the curve, see the lights of home. There are just some things in life other people never see. There's a stranger that lives inside of you and me. No one could ever know how much I love my life, or an evening walk down a special path, holding hands with my wife. I hear the silence of a snowstorm, taste the flavors of the wind, dream of special days and special things I can never have again. Like my mama's hug, or the smell of her homemade bread, like lying under grandma's quilt on her big old feather bed. Can't tell someone how much you miss a friend that is long gone, or the feeling when you round the curve, see the lights of home. There are just some things in life other people never see. There's a stranger that lives inside of you and me. There's a stranger that lives inside of you and me. Life seems complicated, but it didn't start out that way. In the summer of 1951, when I first saw the light of day, life was slow and the air was clean. The middle class didn't live so lean, didn't have cell phones or the internet. There was no fear of cyber theft. Don't know what the future holds for my children and all of their friends. As for myself, I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know back then. Didn't know they'd close up all of the small stores. Didn't know we'd all shop on the line. Didn't know we'd all face global warming. Do we need another ark, brother? Is it time? Didn't know we'd need to build a fence between us and Mexico. The melting pot, well, it's boiling over. Is it time to go? Lord, I don't know what the future holds as I near my journey's end. As for myself, I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know back then. Didn't know they'd cut down all the forest. Didn't know they'd poison the sea. Didn't know we'd all try to kill each other so we could all drive SUVs. Didn't know the earth, the air, and the water could ever be lost to greed. Didn't know the world would keep on dividing by race, color, and creed. Lord, I don't know what the future holds as I near my journey's end. As for myself, I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know back then. As for myself, I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know back then. I've noticed writing songs, I've wrote about 100 of 50 of them I'm sort of proud of. But I've noticed I write about the same thing, and about 90% of my songs are about my muse, my wife. I never wrote a song till I met her when I was 49 years old. They just came pouring out. But I wrote this song for her while she was gone to Texas. I missed her really bad. And so I wrote a song about her, and this is it, about how she put this broken puzzle together. Ready? You're the dream I thought I'd never see. You're the dream the world has sent to me. I dreamed you up. You came from a place afar, from the corner of the universe, behind a falling star. Now I know what happy really means. It's the gift that you have given me. My heart is in your hand, and I will always stand beside you every day, yours in every way. I never even dared to dream of a love like you. I never would have believed you could open all those doors that I had closed. Now we're moving on together, you and me. Was a broken puzzle you put together piece by piece. I owe you a debt that I never can repay, but I'm gonna make a payment each and every day. I never even dared to dream of a love like yours. I never would have believed you could open all those doors that I had closed. I never even dared to dream of a love like yours. I never would have believed you could open all those doors that I had closed. so much. Thank you.
George Floyd. His name was George Floyd. Say his name.
Say his name.
George Floyd, say his name.
Say their names. Once again and always, we fight for justice. Black Lives Matter. Go to blacklivesmatter.com.
We are back here at Hilda's place, where art lives. If you are just joining us, then you have missed Mr. Johnny Dearmin. If you have been with us, we're glad that you stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna act silly because that's what I do. And I go into a lot of different voices here when I'm up on stage because I'm a performer, an actress. And Jimmy likes all my voices, so yeah, I'm just goofing off. Wow. So what I like about what you're doing, Johnny, is you and I talk about your original music all the time. And you all have a really big following, and what they like is your gospel, your rhythm and blues, your country, your James Brown.
And this is a little bit of a chance to do something different.
Yeah, and so that's what's important to me,
Thank
right? That you have a platform for you as a original songwriter. And I love how you pick the guitar.
Well,
So,
we try.
Yeah, so you got a couple of little solos in. I like that a lot. I like that your wife is up here with you and your cousin.
Me too.
And so we're going to talk a little bit about them in a minute. Can you talk a little bit about what you have done for a living aside from music? Because it's clear that music lives in you and it's a part of you. And you have made money doing that but that your livelihood is really something totally different.
Well, I farmed until I was 34, and I decided that tobacco farming might not be forever. So I went to college at 34, graduated at 38 from NC State, managed the game bird research unit for them for 2 years, and then went to work for Wayne Farms, a big poultry processor here in Surrey County, and worked for them for 26 years monitoring bird health. And currently now I work for Primland Resort in Claudeville, Virginia.
Wow. So what is monitoring bird health?
Well, they had 5.5 million live birds in the field all the time.
How many?
5.5 million. And I had spent all my days riding over 4 counties, taking swab samples and fat samples and throat cultures and making sure that all our vaccine programs were working right and the birds were healthy and everything was working like it's supposed to.
So you're like a
Chicken
artist and a scientist.
Yeah, I'm a chicken scientist. I have a degree in poultry science.
Wow.
My dad said, "How much do you have to know about chickens?" He said, "Just don't plant them too deep or water them too much."
That's funny. Wow. Man, I can't. What did you say? Only in Stokes County? You mentioned that you and Jimmy have been playing for 52 years. You all may be cousins, but like in our family, when the cousins are that close,
Well,
we
he's
say,
brother.
we say sister cousin, brother cousin. So
Yeah.
he's like a brother
Yeah,
cousin.
I'm closer to Jimmy than I am either one of my brothers.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been together. We've been in out of high school, we had about an 8 or 9 piece top 40 band, and we played in bluegrass band. We played in a gospel quartet for a short while, and we've wound up in an R&B band, and we've done that for the last 12 years.
Okay.
And now it's sort of back to me and him beginning again over. It's sort of an acoustic duo, and then Wendy helps us out when she can.
Well, I've had Wendy and Hannah and a couple of other local female singers here on this stage, and we've had a lot of fun. And there are a lot of people in this town that says, "We want Wendy."
Yeah, I hear that a lot. And I understand why. We've been together 20 years, and we met through music, and it's still a huge, huge part of our life. Well, the day doesn't pass that music's not part of our life, and we've played a lot together, played a lot of music, especially, her and Jimmy and myself, so, it's just
Yeah.
Pretty cool thing to
Yeah,
have
it's a wonderful world.
this kind of connection for that length of time.
This has been an incredible ride, and it's not over. We are reinventing ourselves and expanding and doing God's work. There are a lot of people who know me and have heard me say, I actually work for God, and so I am about unifying us, building a bridge, multicultural bridge building, making sure that my own personal culture is still alive and respected and understood, and I want that for everybody. So this is my mission as an artist. I'm gonna stop, ask you all to play another song and just take us out. So the Hilda's Place.
But about every song I sing, somehow or another, Wendy worms her way into it. She's my muse. That's who I write about. So I wrote this song for her birthday in 2014, and that was her birthday present. It didn't cost much, but it meant a lot, didn't it? And it's called Little Mountain Girl.
Start over, sorry.
She was born in the city, her heart was born on the mountainside. Life moved at a fast pace, her mind was on another life. She dreamed someday of a mountain stream, hoped it would come true. Someday she would find that dream, she felt it through and through. All she wanted was a little farmhouse with an apple tree, garden and a family, quiet place to watch the children grow. She loved every living thing, wanted someone to share that dream. God blessed us with this little mountain girl. Well, dreams, they're hard to find, fade away as years go by, but her wishes never went away. Sometimes they made her cry, she held on to them for dear life. Tomorrow is always another day. All she wanted was a little farmhouse with an apple tree, garden and a family, quiet place to watch children grow. She loved every living thing, wanted someone to share that dream. God blessed us with this little mountain girl.